Good evening from Barberton High School, home of the Barberton Magics. Rob Polinsky, Jared Kozar with you. Division I District Championship boys basketball. It's the number 6 seed Elyria Pioneers at 17-6 overall, taking on the McKinley Bulldogs. They come in with a record of 19-4. They were undefeated in the Federal League at 12-0. Elyria coached by Brett Larrick in his 18th year. McKinley coached by Sean Witherspoon in his 3rd season. And we want to remind you that the pregame show is brought to you courtesy of North Ridgeville Convenience Sunoco on Center Ridge and Barton Road. Stop in this Lent for the best Friday fish fry around. And I can tell you firsthand, I was there yesterday. Cod and pierogies. Pretty good combination, if I say so myself. Had a chance to run down Sam Berkwin. He is the play-by-play voice of Canton McKinley. He's been in the Stark County area for a long time. He's doing the game tonight on Q92 in Canton. Here was my conversation with Sam as he told us about the Bulldogs.
And they're interested. They're probably one of the top teams in the state of Ohio. Some nights they come out, it's just not there. Things go sideways, but they always seem to figure out a way to get the job done. A lot of times you may see it tonight. They'll start out 10-0, 14-2. They'll let the other team get back in, and then they'll finish them off in the 4th quarter. They're loaded with talent. They can run, they can jump, they can play defense. This is one of the better teams we've seen in the last 10 to 15 years, but can they put it all together is the big question.
And they've got height.
Yes, they've got height. They've got perimeter. They've got height inside. They've got height outside. And a lot of times over McKinley over the years, if you've seen them play, they do the old brick and board. Sometimes it's not going in, but somebody's going to get the ball and put it right back in. They rely on that a little bit as much this year, but they got some guys who can fill it up. And I think between Carter and Anthony, you might see a high-scoring game here tonight.
Sam, undefeated in the Federal League. How good was the Federal League this year? And I would assume being undefeated tells you a little bit about McKinley.
Went out of the tournament about an hour ago in Division II. Lake was kind of a sneaky good team, but they did not have a lot of wins. Green had an off year. Glen Oak had a little bit of an off year. Jackson was probably times already this year. So Bulldogs did challenge themselves outside of the Federal League with their non-conference.
So let's talk about Jackson. You played them the other night, and McKinley wants back to that opening round win in the district semis.
That was a wild game. I've never seen a game with so many 8-0 runs. That was a wild game. I've never seen a game with so many 8-0 runs, 10-2 runs, 6-1 runs. And by the end of the regulation, we thought we were going to play overtime. It was a wild game at the field house. Jackson gave them all they could handle. You know, it's tough to win 3 times against the same team in the game.
Coach Witherspoon, it's his alma mater. He's in his 3rd season.
Played for McKinley, obviously went to McKinley. The Witherspoon name is traditionally, it's out there as far as the city of Canton concerned.
I think we get 8 spots in the pregame. That'd be good.
When he finished up at McKinley, went off to school, got his degree. That's for a while. Made a pit stop at Alliance. The plan was to stay at Alliance for a little while. But then the McKinley job opened up, and sometimes when home calls you, you go back. And he did, and he's done a great job.
What are the expectations for this team?
Well, I think it's probably to get to Dayton at least. You know, they missed it by a game last year. Ignatius beat them at Kent State in a regional championship. They at least want to get that far, but obviously they want to knock that door down.
Again, we're joined by Sam Berkwin, play-by-play voice for Canton McKinley, and you talk about a team that their only common opponent, I believe, was Massillon Washington, a team that, easily defeated Elyria, and McKinley just lost to end the regular season. You guys take anything from that, or it really doesn't matter?
Massillon has scored over 100 points, I think, 5 or 6 times this year. They put over 100 on Elyria. McKinley and Massillon did go to overtime, 77-75. Massillon was down a couple of times, double digits. They were able to come back and win on their home floor. That was just a great high school basketball game. Really, both teams, that was one of the...
Any purchase. Visit convenient at Center Ridge and Barton Roads in North Ridgeville. Open 7 days a week. And good luck to all of our area teams in the tournaments. Now is the time to start planning your Creek Golf Club, Northeast Ohio's golf outing host extraordinaire. With 36 beautifully maintained holes, 4 pavilions, a fully stocked pro shop, and an expansive driving range, Mallard Creek is the perfect venue for groups large or small. From start to finish, their friendly staff will walk you through to reserve your 2026 outing today.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about Eco-Tree Services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted Eco-Tree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me. When your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online
through Smart Hub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-21.
They travel to Barberton to take on Canton McKinley. And, Coach, to get here, you had to have an impressive win, and you did that Tuesday against Medina. Defeated them 76 of the year of late.
Yeah, I thought our last game of the year against Avon, I thought we played well for 3.5 quarters, and then we had a week. How your guys are going to react to that long of a layoff. But we mixed some things up. We did a couple different things at practice. Rested our legs, got a lot of shooting in, challenged our guys. Coach Gundert had great prep ready for us, and our guys really locked in, taking away Medina's action, pressuring where we wanted to. And then we can get out and run. I was really focused. I thought we did a good job coming out, setting the tone, and making sure we were focused the whole game.
So your reward for that is to come down to Barberton, take on a Canton McKinley team, which is 4 losses on the year. Your thoughts on the matchup tonight?
It's a tough matchup. They played well all year. They were the number 1 or 2, but it's going to be a tough matchup. They're big, physical, athletic. So we've got our hands full. We got to be ready to come, be physical, and we're going to need everybody. We're going to need our whole bench. We're going to need our guys to play well, stay focused on our game plan, and keep our composure. This environment is going to be a fun environment. It's going to be a lot of emotions, but we got to keep our composure.
Does it help in the prep, I guess, for both of you that you see each other? You do scrimmage and you have scrimmaged. Did that help you a little bit, or does that really not matter? It's so long ago, and I'm sure you don't have everything in a scrimmage.
We definitely didn't have everything in, but the one thing is our guys know them. They know our guys, from AAU, from the summer, and from scrimmages. So that part, personnel-wise, our guys already have an idea going in, and that's both sides. Both sides know each other, and the physical game. Again, this comes down to us making sure we're defensively.
You see this kind of height ever, and I guess throw at you.
So this is why we play so many different types of teams throughout the year. Toledo St. Francis was big. They had a 6'9" kid going to Miami, Ohio, another 6'8" kid. So it's similarities in our game plan. It's not exact because Canton McKinley is a little bit more athletic, but similar to what we're doing with posts and how we're playing ball screens, how we're digging, doubling, things like that. So it's not like it was a total change up to what we want to do. It's just tweaks.
You had a team breakfast this morning. You had some alumni come in and video with you as well. Are the guys enjoying the moment, you think?
Yeah, I think so. We had a good time this morning. Coach Gunder's for breakfast. A lot of good food, a couple alumni, one in person. It was great having Promise Cabell come in. Came up from Charlotte Friday night. I was coming to the game, so we got him in. And Des Brown, a couple of my favorite guys of all time, and just winners. And just their message, talking about enjoying the moment, enjoying each other, and enjoying this for the rest of their lives.
Give us a key or two tonight if you're going to be able to get a win in about an hour and a half from now, cut down some nets, and continue your season at the University of Akron next week.
Our composure, got to keep our composure. We want a fast start or just withstand their fast start where they're going to come out aggressive. And then just the physicality defensive-wise in our game, focus on our game plan, how we want to do things.
Brett, really appreciate that. Last one, like the last one I always like to try to ask. At least today, I didn't ask you 3 days ago, but could you give us Elyria starting 5?
Yep. Cam Bell, Rondell Grimmett, Jerry Daniels, Tate Shelton, and Kendall Compton.
Hey, I got it right for once. Coach, thanks so much for the time. Best of luck.
Thanks, Rob.
That's Brett Larrick, head coach of the Elyria Pioneers.
I'm Mayor Kevin Brubaker, and I'm inviting you to rediscover Elyria. With new places to eat and shop, a revitalized historic downtown, expanded park facilities and programming, our community is once again on the move. Check out our award-winning schools, the new homes, and events and festivals for all ages all year long here in Elyria. Come be a part of the momentum. Visit cityofelyria.org and follow us on Facebook to see how we're building a stronger Elyria together.
The perfect spot for before, during, and after the game is Smitty's Place in Elyria. Smitty's has a brand new menu and is open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday. During Lent, stop in every Friday for perch, chowder, butterfly shrimp, lobster bisque, and hush puppies. It's the perfect way to wrap up your week and fuel up for the weekend. Be sure to follow Smitty's on Facebook to see what's new with their latest specials and events. Smitty's Place in Elyria. We'll see you there. Are you a board member of a nonprofit organization? Do you want to start a nonprofit organization? Are you concerned your nonprofit may not be in compliance with federal and state tax laws and reporting requirements? Contact Alan Januzzi, CPA, who has over 37 years of experience working with small to medium-sized nonprofit organizations and groups. Alan is a proud supporter of Lorain County High School athletics and wants to wish good luck to all of our area teams in the tournament. Just mention WEOL when you contact Alan Januzzi, CPA. Now is the time to start planning your 2026 golf outing at Mallard Creek Golf Club, Northeast Ohio's golf outing host extraordinaire. With 36 beautifully maintained holes, 4 pavilions, a fully stocked pro shop, and an expansive driving range, Mallard Creek is the perfect venue for groups large or small. From start to finish, their friendly staff will walk you through every step, and they're a trusted home for charity fundraisers and community events each season. Dates book up fast, so call Brian Schaefer at 440-748-8231 or visit themallardcreek.com to reserve your 2026 outing today.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, it's Auto Show Month, and we have amazing deals. Right now, get the 2026 GMC Sierra up to 20% off. At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we make it that easy. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
And welcome back to Barberton. Rob Polinsky along with Jared Kozar on W Page. Unfortunately, this is because of Barberton. Not that we don't want to, but just letting you know we can't show you the video tonight fashion way with Jared and I. Basically kind of like radio days. So we were just about set for the start of this one, and our pregame show was brought to you by North Ridgeville Convenience Sunoco. It's always a great time to stop by your locally owned and operated North Ridgeville Convenience Sunoco. Derek Walton, Joseph Jason, and John Verba, the 3 officials, and we're underway. Elyria wins the tip. They've got the black jerseys, black shorts trimmed in red. Canton McKinley, they've got the white jerseys, white shorts trimmed in red and black. Campbell with a basketball pass on the left side. The shot goes up. It's no good. Daniels missed that, and coming down with the rebound is going to be Jamar Keys. Keys with a left side 3-ball, puts it up. It's no good. Tink Shelton rips down the rebound. Smallest guy on the floor gets their 3-ball by Grimmett. Is partially blocked and out of bounds. And it'll be to go first quarter, no score, Jared.
Shelton always plays bigger than he is, though, and true to form right there. These guys went 3 minutes.
Well, they were prepared. It's been a lock. I should say they had Wadsworth defeating Menor at 1 o'clock in girls basketball, so they're in a hurry, I think. And at the other end, we've got a foul on Elyria, and that one's going to go on Jemiah Daniels, his first, team's first.
Congratulations to the Lady Grizz.
Yes. So we've got 2 area teams and girls at the state Final Four, Olmsted Falls and Wadsworth. Inbounding the basketball for the Bulldogs is Davey Thompson. Tom Chavers a long 3-ball. That's no good. Shelton will drive in, put it up. That is Chavers. McKinley starting 5. Javion Carter, Anthony Chavers, Ed Webster, Davey Thompson, Jamar Keys. McKinley scoring 69 points on offense, giving up 58 on defense. Pioneers scoring 74 on offense. And Compton inbounds to Campbell. Back up to Tink Shelton. Man-to-man defense for McKinley. They get it to Daniels. Back outside to Shelton. Shelton comes off the screen. He's inside the 3-point line. Stop, picks up his dribble. Got to get rid of it. Does so to Kendall Compton. Compton, 6'5", senior. And he had it off McKinley. So 6:54 to go first quarter. Still no score.
Yeah, Rocco and I were talking earlier in our game, which saw Brookside valiantly battle Canfield. They didn't score, and as far as a field goal, nearly 2 minutes of the first quarter went by. We've been having slow starts to these tournament games.
We'll get you some scores while we can, or when we can is a better way to say that. Campbell gets it across the timeline. They double team him, gets rid of it to Tink Shelton. Shelton cross court to Grimmett. Grimmett faked the 3, drives in, 15-footer left baseline, no good. Rebound is going to be Javon Carter for McKinley. And he laid it in. Anthony Chavers with his first 2. McKinley up 2-0. Chavers averaging 15 a game. Webster at 10. Keys, the 6'8 junior, 13.5. Carter at 9.6. Really good balanced scoring for McKinley. Compton will hand it off to Tink Shelton. Shelton guard on the left side, and the Pioneers throw it. I thought that was an over and back. It's not. Must have been off a McKinley Bulldog. My bad. On is Javion Carter for forecourt. He's picked up by Daniels. Carter got around Daniels, put it up. He missed it, and the rebound is Daniels in the backcourt. Got it to Compton. Daniels in the backcourt. Got it to Compton. Compton across the timeline here at Barberton. Right wing across the timeline here at Barberton. Right wing Grimmett, extra pass to Bell. Cam Bell on the three-point line. Grimmett on
area right now, 0 of 8 to start this one. And you mentioned McKinley so well on defense, and they're just long. They stretch you out, and Elyria did good to keep that possession alive as long as they did.
Cam Bell tying his shoe while he does. We'll tell you Canfield defeated Brookside, and Jared had that one for you. Avon over Highland 49, and Jared had that one for you. Avon over Highland 49-42. Congratulations, Olmsted Falls. They defeated Hudson 42. Congratulations, Olmsted Falls. They defeated Hudson 57-43. With the basketball into the forecourt, Ed Webster. Webster gets it ahead to Davey Thompson. Thompson guarded by Tink Shelton. Shelton at 5'6". Davey Thompson. Thompson guarded by Tink Shelton. Shelton at 5'6". He gets right in your face because he gives up that height. Pass inside to Chavers, lays it up and in. Anthony Chavers with basketball when it came through. That's a delay of game warrant. Tink Shelton with the basketball. Shelton gets it across midcourt, picked up full court there by Davey Thompson. In the corner to Grimmett. Now back out to 4:40 to go. First quarter just underway. Compton for three. Got it. And a triple, his 46th of the year. Davey Thompson, guarded by Shelton, gets across midcourt. Shelton all over him. He's at the foul line. Kicks it out on the left wing. 3-ball up by Shelton. Leads Elyria with 3 rebounds. Shelton brings it across Elyria with 3 rebounds. Shelton brings it across the timeline. Shelton bounce pass to Daniels. Daniels guarded there, gets rid of it back to Shelton, top of the key 3. Off the rim, no. They fight for the rebound. And McKinley will come out of there with it, and it's Carter. Javion Carter. Coast to coast around Compton, put it up, no good. Good defense. Interesting start here, Jared. 3:59 to go first quarter, low scoring. Low scoring. McKinley leads 4-3, first substitution for Elyria, the freshman. 6'1" freshman is coming in.
A little bit more length for Elyria now with Jackson. And again, anybody's familiar with our broadcast, we've talked about him at length. He plays wiser than his age might indicate.
Bell with the basketball. Bell gets it ahead to Shelton. Shelton gets it over to Compton. Compton right back to Shelton. Elyria down 4-3, 3:40 to go first quarter. Rob and Jared live from Barberton. Shelton with it at the foul line, keeps up the dribble, gets it on the left side. Jackson for 3, got it. Micah Jackson off the bench, puts it up and in. Jackson for 3, got it. Micah Jackson off the bench, puts it up and in. And Elyria takes their first lead at 6-3. Micah Jackson, his 33rd triple of the year.
That one was a no-doubter. Great-looking stroke there.
Davey Thompson on the drive. Thompson put it up, no good. The offensive rebound is up and in. And that's Jamar Keys, the big 6'8" junior, getting in there. He gets 2, 6-6. We're tied. Cam Bell for Elyria across the timeline. Bell will hand it off. With it is Micah Jackson. Jackson spinning around Chavers, and he was fouled. Foul is going to go on Javion Carter. Sub for Elyria coming in. Chris, 2 points a game. He's going to replace Tink Shelton.
Going to be interesting to see if pace can favor Elyria maybe. Sometimes your guard's quicker.
Compton splits the defense, put it up, glass rim, no. Jamar Keys with Campbell, put it up, no good. Offensive rebound, Chavers put it up around the rim and in. And let me correct myself, that's Ed Webster. So Webster gets it, it's 8-6 outside. Daniels for 3, that one's too long. Rebound, Keys for McKinley. Keys can bring it up, he's going to throw it away though. It'll be Elyria basketball. Boy, Keys at 6'8", he shouldn't be able to bring up the basketball like that, Jared. That's almost unfair.
And then that kind of guard play is coming from those guys in the forecourt. The 6'8" guys, like you said, that have those guard skills from McKinley. They are impressive.
Bell comes out, so it's Rogers, Compton, Daniels, Jackson, and the 5th Pioneer out there right now is Seth Wilkerson into the game. 0.3 a game off the bench. Wilkerson on the right side into the game is Major Cheek for Canton McKinley. And on the drive, Compton lays it up, no, and they're going to take it away at an offensive charge on Kendall Compton. Verbo with that call. Derek Walton, Joseph Jason, John Verba Jr., the three officials tonight.
Pretty veteran crew. Of course, John Verba Jr.
And it's 8-6 McKinley, 2:05 to go first quarter. Major Cheek. Gotta love that name, Jared. And the Major Keys spinning around Jackson. Cheek takes a three ball, back of the rim, no good. Long rebound, tipped out. McKinley gets it. They go inside the Keys, and we're going to get it. And we've got a timeout for McKinley to step aside as well. Minute 47 to go first quarter. McKinley 8.
College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, it's Auto Show Month, and we have amazing deals.
8-6. With those wins we talked about earlier, Avon will play Wednesday at the College of Worcester against either Massillon or Wadsworth. More than likely it'll be Massillon Washington, who, by the way, beat both these teams this year that we're watching. Here's Daniels has it. Daniels on the drive. Daniels put it up, no good. Rebound is going to come down the Keys for McKinley to Major Cheek, but Cheek was out of line. Give the basketball back to Elyria. Sean Weatherspoon, third-year head coach at McKinley, 19-4 overall. Undefeated to Hoban, to Massillon, to Alliance, to St. Ignatius. He's an alum of McKinley play. Elyria, 17-6 overall. To Toledo St. Francis, and the Pioneers finished 10-4 in the SWC. Minute 20 to go, first district final, Jared.
Certainly, and when you talent here, this is a matchup that I think is, fairly historic. McKinley certainly with career accolades.
Ethan Rogers checks in, puts the shot up, no
career accolades.
Ethan Rogers checks in, puts the shot up, no good. Got his own rebound, put it back up, no good. Got his own rebound, put it back up, no good. Rebound, Jamar Keys for McKinley. Long rebound, Jamar Keys for McKinley. Long outlet, Major Cheek. Cheek was underneath the basket, so his pass shot goes up underneath the basket. So his pass shot goes up. It's no good. It's physical out there. Right now. Ed Webster missed the shot, and Tink Shelton right now. Ed Webster missed the shot, and Tink Shelton returns, has the basketball. Shelton in the corner to Compton. He'll take the three. He'll miss it. Shelton in the corner to Compton. He'll take the three. He'll miss it. Rebound is knocked out to Rogers. Rogers with a pass for Compton. It's knocked away. Stolen. Major Cheek with it. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. McKinley by 2. Cheek with it. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. McKinley by 2. Cheek will put it up and in. Major Cheek, and it's 10-6. What did we have? Not sure why we have a stoppage here. But Micah Jackson back in for Elyria. And McKinley is going to sub in Jalen. McKinley, 30 seconds first quarter. Not sure why we have Delton with it. Left-hand dribble across midcourt. Looks back to Coach Larrick for the call. 21 dribble across midcourt. Looks back to Coach Larrick for the call. 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Shelton, 10 feet away, got it to Christian Rogers. Rogers back out to Tink Shelton. Shelton's in between the circles with 12 seconds to play. Shelton with the dribble. Shelton now setting the off on the dribble. Shelton got it to Kendall Compton. Compton a long three. Got it! Kendall Compton, second three of the quarter. And a three-quarter. And after one is McKinley 10, Elyria 9. We're back with a second quarter after this on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page and WEOL.com.
For the best Friday fish fry around every Friday of the year, and especially fish fry around every Friday of the year, and especially during Lent. Stop by North Ridgeville Convenient Sunoco for lunch or dinner. Enjoy delicious perch, cod, catfish, pierogies, and cabbage and noodles made fresh and ready ready to go. Planning a party? Convenient has you covered with deli trays, party trays, and a full-service meat department with expert butchers on hand to help with any purchase. Visit Convenient at Center Ridge and Barton Roads in North Ridgeville. Open 7 days a week. And good luck to all of our area teams. Open 7 days a week. And good luck to all of our area teams in the tournaments. Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
And we played one quarter, McKinley up 10-9, Jared. Jared, some of your thoughts after one.
Well, it's been a very up and down basketball game. You would look at and say, well, these guys are impressive. They are. They're athletic. They are. Look at and say, well, these guys are impressive. They are. They're athletic. They are. They're tall. They are. But Elyria hanging in there on the grace and strategy of three-pointers. So you're 3 of 8 from distance are the Pioneers. Have not connected on a 2-point field goal to this point.
Correct myself. Olmsted Falls is going to play either Brecksville, Broadview Heights, or Massillon Perry. Olmsted Falls won earlier today. There's a right side three ball. It's up and in to start the second quarter. Davey Thompson, his first points of the night, 13-9 McKinley. Shelton, Bell, Compton, Daniels, Grimmett. Ridgeville starting 5 on the floor for Elyria to begin the second quarter. With the basketball is Daniels, hands it off to Grimmett, around the perimeter to Cam Bell. Bell inside the foul line. Bell gets keys in the air, put at the foul line. Bell gets keys in the air, put it up over the 6'8 junior, missed it, and went out of bounds. Off of Javion Carter of McKinley. It'll be Elyria basketball. Javion Thompson and Keys are the 5 on the floor for McKinley.
Cam Bell with a strong move in the lane. Did everything right there. Had a great ball fake to
6'8 guy in front of you, but he did a good job going at him. Compton had his shot blocked out of bounds by Anthony Chavers. Chavers, a 6'4 senior with some hops.
And you're going to see that a lot. I've seen it twice already. And, Compton, no slouch in the height department either, but, that was pretty impressive from behind.
McKinley defensively averaging 2.3 blocks per game. I think they're already over that. And Compton put up a 2-ball, and it's good. Compton with the other end, there's a steal. Here comes Grimmett. He'll get it ahead to Cam Bell. Bell inside gives Elyria a 14-13 lead. 6:50 opening quarter, in the half. With the basketball into the forecourt is Jalen Elder. Elder with a bounce pass for Key Weatherspoon. Coach Weatherspoon is out of eligibility, so that will be Elyria basketball. Back in the day, he'd have loved to pick that up and done something with it, Jared.
You could tell he actually was thinking about going out there. He looks like he could get up and down. Yeah, I don't know how many trips up and down he might be able to make, but like you said, he'd like to do something with that loose ball.
Bell got it into one. Shelton into the forecourt. He'll hand it off to Rondell Grimmett. Back out to Cam Bell. Bell with the basketball. Bell at half court. Compton guarded there by Anthony Chavers. That's been a good matchup. Compton got around him, missed the layup. Rebound offensive board for Elyria. Shelton trying to get around Keys. Shelton. Pass, it was kicked. It'll be Elyria basketball. 6:13 to go until the Mallard Creek Golf Club halftime show.
Shelton never stops moving out there. He's always still kept his handle and was able to keep that possession going for Elyria. They got to capitalize on this now. Back-to-back McKinley turnovers that they've made him pay for.
Jaden Nelson comes in for McKinley for the first time. Nelson, a 6'5 junior off the bench. We're going to throw it over to Cam Bell. Almost threw it away. Bell with the basketball by midcourt. Bell surveys the defense. 6 minutes to play and a half. Elyria by 1. They'll hand it off to Shelton. Shelton setting things up. He's on the right wing. He's guarded by Davey Thompson. Shelton trying to get around Thompson. Skids to a stop. Puts it up in the paint. Got the foul. And the foul is on Anthony Chavers, who came over to help. First. Teams first. Elyria has not committed a foul in the second quarter. While we've got a minute, Jared, What a great venue this is at Barberton to watch a basketball game and call a basketball game from.
Always enjoyed coming here. I don't get in the building. It is unique.
Purple seats. We're high atop. We're at midcourt, so it'll be his first, team's third. The reason I say that is, talking with Sam Berkowitz, I said, the expectations are to get to Dayton. And then kind of reading some, I just think McKinley just thought this would, off the missed shot, Javion Carter gets it. He's got 4. McKinley regains the lead, 34-33, 2:23 to go. 4. McKinley regains the lead, 34-33, 2:23 to go in the third.
Yeah, 14 foul.
Go in the third.
Yeah, 14 foul in Elyria, so those have stacked up pretty quick from when you last foul in Elyria. So those have stacked up pretty quick from when you last gave us that update that it was 5-1 in favor of those fouls for McKinley having the 5 at the last minute and 40 seconds.
Javion Carter, 6-foot senior, 81
minute and 40 seconds.
Javion Carter, 6-foot senior, 81% on the year from the line. Line right, missed it. Rebound, Elyria. Daniel, 0 for 5. Daniel, 0 for 5.
Correct.
Daniels on the left side. Daniels puts up 5.
Correct.
Daniels on the left side. Daniels puts up a 3. That's short. Anthony Chavers for McKinley. Ahead of Jamar Keys, and he's going to get called. Keys ran over a Pioneer. His third. Pioneer. His third. Going the third with a basketball. Compton, Christian Rogers. Seth Wilker, Compton, Christian Rogers, Seth Wilkerson, and I'm looking for the 5th Pioneers as they wipe up the floor. Micah Jackson, the freshman. Again, they're wiping up some perspiration. Surprised the folks from Barberton out here not mopping the. Kendall Compton to inbound. 2:08 to go in the third. Compton gets it in the backcourt. With it is going to be Chris. Gets it in the backcourt. With it is going to be Christian Rogers. Rogers across midcourt. Rogers guarded by Davey Thompson. Rogers outside the three-point line. Pass knocked away. Rogers got it back. Christian picking line. Pass knocked away. Rogers got it back. Christian picks up the dribble, double teamed, in trouble. Picks up the dribble, double teamed, in trouble. Gets rid of it. Wilkerson had a shot blocked out of bounds. That's at least 3 blocks for him. For McKinley. They're going to inbound Micah Jackson. Now he'll pull it back out. Micah on the three-point line, guarded by Javion Carter. Jackson trying to get around Carter. Does so, laying it up. That shot is going to be blocked. Nice job, Jake. Going to get a whistle and a foul on the. Pioneers. That will go on Seth Wilker. Seth Wilkerson and skidding into the crowd. 1:33 to go, and McKinley 34, Elyria 33. Robin Jarrett live from Barberton, Lorain County School for boys basketball to get to a regional today. We had Avon get ball to get to a regional today. We had Avon get there earlier. Amherst and Oberlin.
Wait, speaking of that, Amherst and North Royalton. Wait, speaking of that, Amherst and North Royalton game, it is 41-40 North Royalton heading to the fourth quarter.
Wow. Chavers misses it, 1 out of 2. But McKinley makes their first free throw of the night, 35-33. Wilkerson with the basketball. His pass is knocked away and stolen. Quick hands for McKinley. Chavers has it. He'll get it to Carter. Carter into the forecourt. McKinley with a 2-point lead, 1:10 to go in the third. There's a double team. They're going to kick it ahead with a basketball. Chavers, two-hand slam. And that'll get the crowd going. Not sure what happened, but we've got
for hanging, maybe.
Maybe. And now Campbell's going to come in for.
If it was, they were warned in the first half, so it couldn't have been that. Or perhaps Derek Walton and Joseph Jason forgot.
37-33, McKinley didn't take it to Micah Jackson. The freshman will take it. He'll miss it off the rim. Offensive rebound back up and in by Jemiah Daniels. Boy, did the Pioneers need that. They're within 2. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. I can tell you this, we're in for a hell of a fourth quarter. 35 seconds to play. McKinley by 2. 37-35. Carter has the basketball. Carter gets a screen. Carter over Bell, 15-footer short, rebound Campbell. Elyria can tie with a 2. Ahead, Christian Rogers lays it up, and we're tied. And let me correct myself, that's Ethan Rogers, not Christian. They're both out there right now. We're tied at 37. 10 seconds to McKinley with the basketball. They can go for the last shot. Shavers in between the circles. Bounds, and that'll do it for 3. We're tied at 37. We're back after this on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
Now is the time to start planning your 2026 golf outing at Mallard Creek Golf Club, Northeast Ohio's pro shop and an expansive driving range. Mallard Creek is the perfect venue for groups large or small. From start to finish, their friendly staff will walk you through every step, and they're a trusted home for charity fundraisers and community events each season. Dates book up fast, so call Brian Schaefer at 440-748-8231 or visit themallardcreek.com to reserve your 2026 outing today. The perfect spot for before, during, and after the game is Smitty's Place in Elyria. Smitty's has a brand new menu and is open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday. For perch, chowder, butterfly shrimp, lobster bisque, and hush puppies, it's the perfect way to wrap up your week and fuel up for the weekend. Be sure to follow Smitty's on Facebook to see what's new with their latest specials and events. Smitty's Place in Elyria. We'll see you there.
Rondell Grimmett and Jemiah Daniels on the floor for Elyria to begin the fourth quarter. Pioneer basket, elbow, jumper, off the rim, no good. And we're going to get a foul.
Quiet game for Elyria. This is when you're looking around at guys that are normally big-time contributors for the Pioneers, and every performance out.
Who knows? Davey Thompson swings around the perimeter. Both teams have basically played hands off to Jemiah Daniels. Daniels got away with a travel. Daniels on the three-point line. McKinley fans all over that. But a blocking foul for Compton, his fourth foul. Don't forget, one of them was a technical foul.
Got through the third quarter unscathed and was a major contributor for the Pioneers, but yeah, how big is that now? Recollecting back to about 4.5 minutes in that, picked up the tee.
Brett there kind of looking over to Dan Gundert, like, what do you think? Gundert's like, you're the head coach. Reminds me of the old Clash song, should I stay or should I go? Do you leave Compton in there, 6:13 to go in a tie game, or do you try to take him out for a minute or two? That's a really tough decision.
I think maybe you do try to do that because it's a close game as it is right now. They can't hit a free throw at the line, at least as of right now. He is going to grab a Sierra, I think,
It always comes down to that for you. Not everyone has a consigliere, Jared. Both. Elyria with the basketball, Compton on the bench. Rogers came in for him in the lane. Daniels scores. Daniels with 6. Elyria by 2. Daniels with 6. Elyria by 2. Campbell with a steal. Bell got it ahead to Shelton. Shelton with the basketball. Shelton on the three-point line. Shelton with a pass to Grimmett. Rondell Grimmett got around his man, gets around Keys. They kick it over to Rondell Grimmett got around his man, gets around Keys. They kick it over to Daniels, but McKinley does a great job of getting back defensively. Boy, you think you're open, and they just come to swarm you. Shelton with the basketball. 39-30. Swarm you. Shelton with the basketball. 39-37 Elyria. 5:35 to go in regulation. Bell, left side, Grimmett. Grimmett has Keys out there on the perimeter. They get it to Ethan Rogers. Rogers back around the perimeter. They get it to Ethan Rogers. Rogers back to Campbell. They're working the motion offense as they work it around the perimeter. Shelton thought about a 3. McKinley, and this place is buzzing. 5:04 to go. Elyria trying to get a district title. They lead by 4. on the WEOL.com district final and on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
I'm Mayor Kevin Brubaker, and I'm inviting you to read with new places to eat and shop, a revitalized historic facilities and programming. Our community is once again on the move. Check out our award-winning schools, the new homes, and events and festivals for all ages all year long here in Elyria. Come be a part of the momentum. Visit cityofelyria.org.
Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me. When your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree.
In the fourth quarter, McKinley with none. McKinley 2 timeouts remaining. Elyria has 4. McKinley basketball. Javion Carter. District title on the line. The winner goes, and he'll put it up. The rebound is up and in by Anthony Shaver. And they cut it to 2. Cam Bell with the basketball. Bell hands it off. Gets it back. Bell left elbow. Freshman off the rim. Twice no. Rebound Jamar Keys.
But I got to tell you, he's not missing by much.
And he's not shy to take it. And Compton's still on the bench with 4 fouls. Pioneers up by 2. With the basketball, Davey Thompson on the front. We'll take it 5. Taking a look at score tonight, had 7. Henley off the bench. Jalen Elder with 2. Major Cheek had 4. Jade Lee. So that does it for the scoring. Sure, do we owe many?
At the line. There was a reason you ref that came back to be pretty 12 of 13 for the ball game, including second half. So a lot of things in this second half to just behold here. You used a really good term in talking about when they did without the services at Kendall Compton. We picked up